I've already given you, if you scroll down to the bottom, so if you are not familiar with Facebook parties, if you're going to post in an event or a group, it's the same. Um, Anybody that comments on what you're posting in the party, that thread will automatically roll to the top. So I have put this party in order for you, and in order for you guys to kind of follow along, I have labeled all of the posts right here. This is pre-party post 1, so that you know that if somebody accidentally comments on our mock party and training, that you guys can follow these in order. But just so you know, so this is kind of going to show you without any comments, any interaction, participation from a hostess or the customers, what this party should look like. So this is a traditional party. Traditional means that we are going to post a couple of times a day for a specific period of time. Anything past 8 days is way too long. So I like to create my invitation. I'm going to create the event for my hostess. I'm going to add the event header, which is at the top. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make anyone sick by my scrolling up and down. So let me go up here. So when I say I want you to add the event header, that is up here. Oh, gosh, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. Holy moly, that's an awesome party. Okay, so up here, right here, if you click the change event photo, you can upload a Jamboree photo from our Flickr account, and then I can click on edit. This information needs to be filled out prior to the party. So I've kind of explained in here for you guys, these are the notes for the team, and then the below is what I would post in the detail section. Now, I'm not going to read it. You just need to simply copy and paste this information. Make sure you put your name, your webpage in here. Then you want to put that this is going to be an online party anywhere from your couch, phone, or computer. That needs to be clear that this is not a home party, that they don't need to show up anywhere. You want to put the date. If you are hosting a traditional party, the date of your party is going to be the last day, like the 8th day of this party. So you're going to put that, you're going to look at your calendar, you're going to start creating this invitation 2 days before you're going to send it to your hostess to get her to ample amount of time, or 2 days, before the party is going to start. You're going to send it to your hostess to give her a chance to invite her friends and to send those private messages, which we're going to talk about. So basically about 9 to 10 days from when you create this invitation, that will actually be the date of the party. And the reason being is if you put the date for the day that you start the party, say we're going to start the party on September 15th. Well, I'm posting on September 16th as one of the first or second days of the party. And now this event has been hidden in my customers' past events on Facebook, and it is so much harder to find. So you want to make sure you put the last day as the date so that it stays in their present calendar. Then over here, you want to put the time. This one is not a live party, so it's really not that relevant. I usually just put 9 p.m. because it has to have some sort of an end date to process with Facebook. Then after I add the collage of the initial 4 photos, which I will show you in just a second, you're going to come back here where it says hosts, and you're going to put your hostess's name, and then you're going to click save. And that's going to invite her. So as soon as she's been invited, she's able to go into the party and invite her friends. So now I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and start. So I created my header photo, I put all the details in there, then this is going to be my very first post. And you can see on here, I call it a pre-party post. And I put in here, before you add your hostess. You want your guests and your hostess to come and have something on the screen. And the reason is because Jamboree does not scream nail wraps. So we need to let them know exactly what this is. This is going to be about getting fabulous nails, as I suggest right here with this comment. I've also included in this event just the past training on hostess coaching. Hostess coaching is so important. She needs to be participative you need to communicate effectively with her to get her ready to have an awesome Facebook party, and she's going to need to send private messages to make sure her guests see the invitation. Facebook is a tricky little thing these days. They're running all sorts of algorithms. And so we want to make sure that our customers and our guests see our party because they will come if they know about it. So I want you to review that. So now you'll start to see we're going to post a couple of times a day. We're going to cover all the information we would in a home party. So day 1 post, if you want to offer accent sheets, For RSVPs, or you want to offer a door prize, I've listed a couple of different options right here with the images. So if you want to save an image, let's talk about that. You can simply click on the image, come down to options, then you could click download and it would populate over here, and then I would rename it and save it in your online party folder on your computer to keep yourself organized. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take that off. So then I like to post something at the end of the second day, just kind of, or the end of the first day when I'm posting, just something about a teaser basically that you'll see kind of more in the live party. So I like to post kind of something entertaining and funny. We want to make this fun. That's part of the reason why all of those what not to do's are so bad, is because that doesn't make for a fun, interactive party. It makes for kind of an annoying, spammy, party that overruns your news feed as a customer. And at the end of the day, that's why a lot of people don't like that format. So again, we're going to introduce our friends and our new guests to what the actual product is all about, because they probably have not heard of it. So if you guys just want to copy and paste here, again, you're welcome to use all of these images. And then I like to get a little interaction going on. So there's a roll call, and they can introduce, each guest can introduce herself, and then if she tells you her favorite color, then take this as a great opportunity to look that something up. So I posted right here. You want to welcome every person on your party. Think of this as at a home party. If somebody came in the door, wouldn't you say hello and introduce yourself? The same thing applies online. So I'm going to say, hey, Nicole Hansen, I'm so happy you're here with us, and I love turquoise too, assuming that I had posted that I'm here and that turquoise is my favorite color. So it's a great way to personalize the wraps to your customers starting in the beginning and establish more of a personal touch to your party. Again, make it personal. Say something about yourself, what you love about the product, and how you use it, because there's a reason why you love this product. And we want them to know that from our perspective as a consultant, and then not only that, but from our hostess. Our hostess her words are gonna speak so much louder than ours as a as a consultant. Because to her friends, they're gonna say, hey, you know what? If Jenny can do it and Jenny loves the nail wraps, I'm going to as well. She's going to view me as a salesperson. No matter how great my party is, I'm still at the end of the day a salesperson to her. So hostess interaction and getting her to apply an awesome photo of nail wraps. So you want to make sure she sends you a photo first is very important. So that needs to happen around day 2 or 3. So we want to cover the application value and the reason why a sheet is $15, and that isn't just one application, that's going to give you 4 applications. So you can do that through posting of words and images. And then, I mentioned just post the simple application video. We don't need to show them all the tips and tricks in the world to buy the product. At this point, we just need to show them how easy it is and what tools they need so they can decide, are the wraps for them? Do they need to buy the application kit? Do they need to buy the heater? It's as simple as that. We want to make sure we advertise the Jamberry Juniors. Who doesn't love Jamberry Juniors? And then, I suggest you play some sort of an interactive game with them, something that requires participation. So you don't have to do the guess what I'm holding, but the guess what I'm holding is fun. And if you look at it, you can see at least a few examples in here and how to run that. And I'll post on this. I haven't done it yet, but I'll post some other games that you can play as well. And whatever one you love, you're going to be better at presenting, and your customers and your guests are going to enjoy that one as well. I like to post photos of pedicures, because if we only post fingernail photos, a lot of times they forget that they can put them on their toes as well. So I like to talk about that, and now is a great time. It's spring. We're going to be getting those peep-toed shoes out. Let's talk about how your toes need to make a great arrival to the new season. We're going to cover the style box, because that is a great gift to give or to keep receiving as a customer. I like to showcase some of the new items. So this talks about the mixed manis. It refers, take a notice of the verbiage. So I admit right here, are you like me and you have a hard time making decisions? Or basically that they're overwhelmed because we have so many awesome wraps? Give them a solution. Say, you know what, you can buy mixed mani sheets. That's a great way to get accent nail wraps, or buy a gift certificate and decide later. So you're basically presenting a solution to an unknown problem already. It's important to show them all of the products that we have, and that really this is all we need to do a fabulous application with our nail wraps. However, we also have products that are perfectly matched and coordinated to help them be super successful. The heater and the application kit. I personally do a bundle pack, so you can post that as well if you want. Call it the whole shebang. So you can read that. And then you want to make sure you're taking time during the party to share the opportunity. You never know who is watching. It's even harder online to see who might be really excited about the product. That does not come across when somebody is sitting at the other end of the computer. So post, take this, tweak it to make it a little bit more personal to you and your situation, and make sure you're planting seeds about Jamberry. Talk about our lacquer. So that pretty much at this point we've covered most of the products and why the lacquer is fabulous. And then you want to put a plug in here for hosting parties with you. You don't want to do that until the party's over. You want to do that during the party, as well as ask every single person who places an order if she is interested in booking a party as well. So you can choose to put an offer in here if you want to offer any sort of prize, a petty pack, extra accent sheets. If they close a party over $150, maybe you'll give her a free application kit. And all of that is up to you and your personal situation. So you can tweak this to make it personal for you and appropriate. And then we're going to announce our winner. So if you have hosted just an overall prize for maybe you gave them entries when they joined the party. Maybe you gave them entries when they were participating and asking questions, whatever you decided to do. You want to make sure you do what you say you're going to do. So announce the winner, and I do that at the end because I want them placing orders before they get a free petty and mani and decide that they're not going to place an order. And then you want to post, last day is basically that this is the last call for the orders, and make sure you put your webpage and tag your hostess. And at this point, you're still communicating really well with your hostess and making sure that all of her friends have a chance to order. And then you want to leave this party open for at least 2 to 3 days past the very end date, where you are no longer posting actively on the party, because this always happens that somebody will message you and say, hey, is Jane's party still open? And you don't want to short your hostess for any orders. So make sure you give yourself a few grace days and let your hostess know that before you're going to close the party. And then I like to just post something at the end that says, this is the last act, basically for you, this is your closing post. This is your last official post. Thank them for being fun. Tag your hostess. Appreciate her for hosting the party with you. And acknowledge everyone that came. And then after you're done with this, depending on the hostess, you can come back and take a photo of all of her hostess rewards that she's going to get. Anything you want to do to make it more personal and more exciting for the rest of the guests. So I think that pretty much covers the 8 mock day party. Again, it's not going to be longer than that. That means you're posting for 8 active days. After that, you might wait for the orders, but you are not hosting a live event in this one. This is where your customers are able to check in on the party at any time, order at any time, and the party will close with a designated date.